Hey everyone, here I am at Dave's Old Trucks up in Sprague, Washington, and I'm ready to work on some details, shapes, patterns, textures, forms, colors, patina. This place has it all. You know, this is an old sort of graveyard. This guy started collecting old trucks, put them out in the lot, and it's open for anybody who wants to walk around. And so I take my workshop groups up here every year, and today we happen to have some overcast skies, which is phenomenal. Normally I'm up here and it's bright sunny and the shadows suck, but today I've got this nice even flat light. I'm actually kind of hoping for some rain to come along to wet the trucks to make these colors pop even more. But let me show you a little bit of what I'm working on here. So look at this marvelous old truck. I've got all of these different colors of paint that are showing through. I've got the peeling paint, I've got rust, I've got this amazing patina to work with, all on this one truck. It's just a phenomenal specimen for doing detail work. And what I've done is I've of course put on my macro lens that you can see here. It's a 60mm macro that I have on my X-T5 from Fujifilm. Tomorrow I'm going to shoot my 120mm macro and my GFX body to see what it looks like. But the whole thing that I like to do here in places like this is really look at the shape of the rust patterns, the lines that are here, the lichen that's growing right up here, just even the line of pink paint showing through the green paint. Things like that are phenomenal pieces of interest. Not to mention this light here, you see how it's cracked and I've got these vertical lines running through it. This isn't about trucks, this is about pattern, shape, texture, and form, which is what we're doing here. The thing you really need to be careful of, and I'll show you right down here, is you see this beautiful line right here with lichen running through it. When you're shooting a macro lens, this is a pretty big depth of field, so really watch your aperture. Watch how perpendicular you are to the face or whatever subject you're shooting. You really have to be careful with your depth of field in places like this. So let me show you the first shot that I'm shooting, and it's part of a Dodge badge, and the O and the D have fallen off, but I'm really left with just DGE against a really phenomenal backdrop. You can see the letters here. I've got some pink paint down below, I've got some yellow lichen in between, and so there's a lot of visual interest just in a very small detail such as this. And the thing to remember is my camera is set up perpendicular to the subject, and I'm really filling the frame with the D, the G, and the E. One of the other shots and things I like to do in places like this is shoot the old names, shoot the hood ornaments that we see up here. But in this case, this is one of my favorite shots. It's a Dodge on the front of a truck. And the thing that I really love about this, notice the symmetry of this line running down the middle and then this line running horizontally across it. It's symmetrical things like this that sometimes bring a lot of balance to the photograph. And the beautiful thing about a shot like this is I can shoot it both horizontally and vertically. And I gotta say, here are the biggest tips I have for you shooting in a place like this. Number one, slow down. Slow down, slow down, slow down. If you're not going slow, you won't be able to see the details, the subtlety, the nuance. You have to slow down, you have to quiet your mind, you have to get into the situation and be responsive to pattern, shapes, textures, and colors. Number two, the biggest one also for me is letting go of preconceived notions. Yes, we're shooting trucks as that's sort of the palette or the subject, but that's not really the subject or photographs. The subject here is really pieces, parts, shapes, colors, patina. Those are the subjects of places like this. So you have to suspend this thought of, oh, it's a truck, I need to shoot it like a truck. No, you're shooting pieces and parts of this truck. So really kind of letting go and letting your creativity be your guide. And you really need to listen to yourself. What do you respond to? What do you have an emotional reaction to? Those are the things in places like this that you really need to photograph and really pay attention to it. And, again, how do you pay attention to what is going on inside of you? Well, you slow down, you open yourself up. All right, let's take a look at a few more pictures from Dave's, and let me know what you think down below in the comments. Thanks much.